Hi, I'm Allanah. Welcome to another video. In today's video, we will be doing a get ready with me for church. We might need to redo this one. So here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that you're my God. There we are. Right then. All for love's sake became poor. I went and saw the new Exorcism movie last night. I love going and watching horror movies and just like sitting up the back alone. I think it's called The Exorcism, and it was actually really good. It's basically about this man who is like a movie star. He's an actor and he has a daughter, and his daughter is gay and he's an alcoholic, and he has to play this like priest for a movie about an exorcism. And so like the producer is trying to like poke and prod him about how he was molested when he was a child to like bring out the darkness in him. He's like, oh, you know what happened when you were a child? And he's like poking and prodding him about this trauma that he has, basically to like bring out the darkness in him for the role. But they accidentally bring out like too much of the darkness in him. And then it has my favorite trope in a movie, which is where the male lead gets progressively spookier and more haunted as the movie goes on. And so he gets progressively spookier and more haunted as the movie goes on. And in one scene, the daughter is sitting at a table with her friend who she kisses and the priest, and they're like trying to figure out what's going on with the spooky dad. And she's like, I've got this recording of him praying. What is he saying? And she plays the recording and it's like in Latin. And the producer is like poking and prodding him. He's like, where were you last summer? And he's like, I was in rehab. And the producer's like, oh yeah, tell me a bit about that. And he's like, well, you know, I crawled into a bottle and stayed there for about 2 years. And everyone's like, whoa. And then like stuff keeps happening on set, like the light falls and like things are like smashing and blowing up and stuff. And so like the whole set is just falling apart because it's so like spooky and haunted. Because they're filming an exorcism movie and the daughter is like trying to cope with it and also like trying to come into her sexuality and like deal with her sexuality and her alcoholic haunted dad. And he starts drinking again as they're filming, and he starts like taking pills and stuff, and he gets so spooky, like so spooky and so haunted. You're in control, Allanah. You're in control, Allanah. And so then they have to do an exorcism on the male lead, on the dad, like a real exorcism. Because he's become so haunted just from playing the role of a priest doing an exorcism. He's accidentally become so haunted that they have to do a real exorcism. You're in control, Allanah. You're in control, Allanah, on him. And the girl doesn't really believe because she's gay. So she doesn't really believe in God and like the Catholic Church. So she's like trying to do the exorcism and it's not working because she doesn't believe because she's gay. I really enjoyed it. I giggled through the whole thing. But yeah, it was a really good movie. I would recommend it if you enjoy horror movies. It was very spooky, very well made. I would give it 5 stars. Thank you for getting ready with me for church today. I hope you have a beautiful evening. You're beautiful, you're perfect, I love you.